the Magic Patterns MCP. The Magic Patterns MCP is a super powerful way to supercharge your software development lifecycle, where you can take existing designs from Magic Patterns and get them into your code base, or you can take existing code, existing designs, existing React components, and get those into Magic Patterns. We're going to talk about both workflows. And so you'll see here, I have Claude Code up. I think a really important and just mental model to know is thinking about what tools that our MCP exposes. Because an MCP is just a way for our AI agents like Claude Code and Cursor, whatever you're using, to talk to Magic Patterns. And so you'll see, I just asked Claude Code, like, hey, what are the list of tools available here? So let's say I work as an engineer at a company called Stay Vista. And we are now adding the ability to add hosting, like a hosting dashboard to manage properties. And my product manager or my designer made an awesome design in Magic Patterns. Here it is. You'll see this is in Magic Patterns, and I want to bring this into my code base, right? I want the ability to click switch to hosting. You'll see every Magic Patterns design is code. So I can just click export. And what we're talking about right now, obviously there's many options, but is connect via MCP. You'll see I can just go ahead and do that where I'm in my Claude Code, and I can say, just copy this prompt and say add the ability to switch to hosting and use this design from Magic Patterns. And so what's happening here under the hood is we're connecting to our MCP. Claude Code knows what it can use because of all those available tools that we talked about earlier. And it's going to go ahead and fetch the relevant code. So you'll see I'm just going through and clicking yes, letting Claude Code do its thing. But let's come back in a bit here and see how this turned out. Awesome, so we're back. Claude Code did its thing. And you can see here, it went ahead and it used all the relevant tools, right? It's now building out the nav bar, the app, the hosting tab. And so you'll see it just took the code from here. And now if I go to my local host, the moment of truth, nice. And you'll see, here's all the code. If I go to dashboard, nice. Here's the design from Magic Patterns, right? So there it is. And then there it is. And again, the way we did that is just by exporting it. So we're seeing lots of teams use this where product managers, designers create it in Magic Patterns, they visually communicate, they align with stakeholders, and then they say, okay, now it's time to export. Let's hand this off. So let's talk about another workflow, which is I have an existing React component, an existing design in a different source of truth than Magic Patterns. I have it in my code base in this example where I have this awesome emoji filter bar. And I want to get that into Magic Patterns so that my designers, my PMs can now prototype off of this idea. They can make updates to it and then get that back into the code base. So what we can do, it's very simple. We can just go back to Claude Code or Cursor, whatever it is, and say, take my existing emoji category filter bar and put that into Magic Patterns, create a design. And again, because of our MCP, it knows what tools are available. And so Claude is going to go ahead and do its thing where, look, it's finding, what am I talking about? That emoji filter bar. And then it's going to go ahead and use the Magic Patterns MCP to connect to Magic Patterns. I've already authenticated, and then create a new design. And so let's check back in a few moments here and see how that went. Nice, and so you'll see the MCP is done here. If we take a look at Claude, you'll see here are the links, and I can just go to that link and then see here is my filter bar. And you'll see it is created from the MCP. If let's say I want to make an update here, I could prompt it like, let's add more experiences. And then when I'm done with that, I can just export again. And so you'll see the MCP is really a round trip for us to prototype and design into Magic Patterns, but then get it into our code base. We're seeing lots of teams speed up their software development lifecycle like this. We can't wait to see what you'll create. Follow along for more videos. We'll be posting more things about here with our MCP. It is a big part of our future roadmap and our plans. Happy prompting.